Right. Right. So we proceed. So our reversal patterns, which we talked about, those are small structures made up of 3 candlesticks, right? As you saw, they are made of 3 candles. The first one may be going up, the next one going down, and then issuing a reversal. Now, the M formation is what I was referring to, and it is observed at the peak formation high or the edge of the high of the day, right? So normally the first leg will form out of the stop band. So you see we have one swipe, then we have one long one, and then another third vector candle. This is a characteristic of a stop band, right? 1, 2, 3 moves, enticing people to enter with their buys there. Then what happens? They draw people back, right? So the traders are enticed to go up first. Then when you are already in, they take you back. And you realize that in most cases, this might be even 15 to 20 pips or so. And most people's stop losses will have been hit there, right? Most people's stop losses will have been hit by the time you are at that point. Then what comes next? They revert back to that other direction. They revert back to the other direction, right? They are again moving up. So if someone was not hit here, he thinks he has survived, so he remains in the trade. Then more people are also buying. They say, okay, that was a retracement. Now this is the move. They go up again, people are buying, then they come back again. And this time around, they come back and go, right? So this is exactly what they do with the M formation. They want to hit you and keep you out of the game before they move. So they entice you to go long, right, to buy. Then after you buy, they reverse the direction. They hit your stop loss or you are discouraged. Then you take your small loss somewhere there. Then they come back and you say, no, I should have remained inside. Then you end again with your buy, right? Then what happens? After you end up with your buy, they now take you back. Now the run is started and you never recover. They will be drawing you deeper and deeper. If you move your stop loss, you go into deeper trouble. So this is the M formation, which I was now saying, this is the first leg, right, of the M. First leg here, going up, then comes back. Second leg here, going up. Then I'm looking for a reversal at this point, right? Let me try to erase what I have been scribbling there so that we now look for those patterns which I was saying. We now look for reversal patterns in the second leg. We look for reversal patterns in the second leg. Right. So if you now come at the second leg, you realize this reversal pattern, right? They call it the dark cloud or something like that. So this reversal pattern now, when you see it now, at this point, it's telling you that the price is going down, but it has not yet formed an M, so you wait. So what the trick about the M, when you get the first leg of the M, when you are now trading, you get the first leg of the M formation. What do? You mark the shadow, which ended the first leg, right? So in this case, I see this shadow, I mark it further like this, right? So in our second leg, we are saying they'll make a second try to this same level, but they should not breach that level. So they come back and they make another shadow inside the marked point. Then you are good to go. You are now waiting for your reversal pattern. So in this case, this comes back, and this comes back, and you have a pull-out candle. So you can enter after that pull-out candle, and the price will start to go down. Right? You will not suffer a loss if you enter here. Why do we avoid entering in the first leg? Let's say this is the first leg, right? They may come back and breach this and go further. And you won't be ready for that. That's the problem. You won't be ready for that. So what will be your best option? Your best option would be to wait for the second leg. Once they give you the second leg, then you are fine to go. So you wait for the second leg of the M. The same applies to the W. So this comes out of the stop hand. They give you this vector candle, and then they come here in that shadow. I draw my box around that shadow. Right? When I draw that around that shadow, what I'm now waiting for is that the price should come back and test this area. Like here, they came and tested it, but as you can see, they never closed beyond the box. Now I'm looking for my reversal pattern. So this is almost like a doji. The next candle is not quite convincing, but this one closes above that. So I would enter in that candle and I would move. First, same trick entice people to sell, draw them into loss, entice more to sell, come back and move with the trend. That's the W formation. Also very, very important in our strategy. Again, we enter our trades in the second leg. We end our trades in the second leg. We don't, the first leg, we leave it because they might come and breach it. So we enter in the second leg, just like we did with our M formation. Again with the W, first leg, it gives you the zone which they are going to be working. So I mark with my shadow. Then after that, I wait for them to give me a reversal signal. Then I enter my trade comfortably. If you master second leg entries, you will not have any issues. The most important thing is that just master the second leg entries. Don't be in a rush to say, the price is not going. In most cases, it comes back. So those who do the mathematics, they say more than 95% of the times, the price always comes back to test that zone before it goes. So there will be no need to rush to get into the trade, because you know that the price will still come back at that point, right? Then the third one is the head and shoulder. So this again, in this case, it's another variation of an M formation taking longer to form. So what does that happen? They're coming out of the stop hand, right? Then they come here, they go down in the normal M formation. Then when they come back, they bypass the previous point. You see the importance of second leg entries. They bypass the previous point and then they reverse again back, bypassing this point again. In most cases, they now retest this area in the third attempt. They come back here. So we trade the second shoulder. So when you see this formation in the making that, oh, it went down, it bypassed that one, then you are expecting it to come back. You don't enter, they wait for it to come back and retest that first shoulder on the other side. Then you enter a reversal pattern at this point, right? This is very, very tricky because it gives you both the M and the W. So here, if you want to see an M, you will see an M here. If you want to see a W, you will see a W there. So you see, that is very tricky, but now that you know, it should not hit you. So in this case, they came up, came back, then bypassed that point, came back again, then they came back to retest almost the same area, and then they went down. That's a head and shoulder. We always trade it at this point. So once you see this half taking shape, expect a reflection of that before you enter. If you are enticed into entering, let's say you enter at this point, you may get your stop loss hit at that point. So the best way would be to just wait and make the formation happen. So there's also a reversal of that in inverse, whereby they come down, bypass, and go back. Then they come back here. Again, we trade at this point, where they almost retested the previous shoulder. This is normally observed in most cases in the 1 hour time frame for the larger structures. But you should be wise enough to see it as it happens. Then they inverted, that's the one I was demonstrating, they come down, went back, bypassed that place, came back again, they retested the area, and then they took off like that. In this case, it normally comes at level 3. This head and shoulder normally comes at level 3. So always keep in mind your level count. It's very rare to see it at level 2 consolidation or at level 1 consolidation, but at level 3, this would normally happen. You can observe it in the 4 hour or in the 1 hour, you can see this head and shoulder formation. Yes, it might also come in the 15-minute, though it is a very rare occurrence. So don't try to see head and shoulders everywhere. Like I said, normally they come at level 3 reversals and in the larger structure of our reversal system. So there are many patterns, but the best reversals are those which occur at the high of the day or the low of the day at the right time, that is session change over after the stop hunt, and at the right level count. So realize that the M and the W's, in most cases, after the Asian consolidation and the stop hunt, you normally get them W or the M and also the RR, right? Those are the most common things. Don't rush to observe all of those other things. They might not work well for you. They might not work well for you. So it's also very important to remember that. Okay? Make sure you observe your levels, right? Use them at the second leg, and can also be exit signals. Let's say you're in an intraday trade, then you observe a level 3, 1, 2, 3. You observe level 3. You can also use them to tell you when to exit your trade. That's very, very important. That's very, very important to note. Okay? It's very important to take note of that. Right, so tomorrow we look at the moving averages. Today we've done all the necessary candlestick patterns that signal reversals in our trades. Right, I don't know if there's anything to be clarified before we leave.
So the video, is it coming immediately after the lesson?
Hello?
The video, is it coming immediately after the lesson?
I think you're a bit far from your mic. I'm not getting you properly.
The video, is it coming immediately after the lesson?
The video.
Yes, sir.
Yes, as long as my network allows, I'm bringing it right now.